is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. Pulling in my hair because I literally just took this bonnet off. I am headed out. Well, I'm actually out and about right now, but I wanted to record this because I realized I've been home and doing so much stuff and trying to get things together. And I actually got a call from Massage Envy where they asked me if I could come early today. I wasn't supposed to be coming here until like an hour and some change later, but I'm here because the masseuse that I'm seeing today had a cancellation, and she's like, oh, could you please come early? I mean, I respect that. I don't want nobody to have to stay late, and this will keep me from having to be out you know, when it starts to get dark and later in New Orleans, because I wanted to run a couple of other errands. So I'm in one of these turnaround things in New Orleans that I hate, but I'm trying to make sure I see, because this is one of the scenarios where I realize driving in a larger city has made me like a thug, because I'm about to take 4 lanes as soon as I come out. And here we go. Yeah, like my friends that know me in North Carolina know I would never do stuff like that. I wouldn't drive from Chapel Hill to Durham because I'm like, I'm not getting on that highway. People is crazy. And now I just be out here like ripping and running in the streets. But I wanted to log a vlog because I know after this I'm going to be super busy. Hopefully I'll be able to do the nighttime update of this. Today is day 2. I complete like 48 hours after my chemical peel. My face feels good. It looked like it's really like it's not just the camera or the twilight of day or whatever. Hold on, put my shade back. Like my face is really I don't want to say shiny, but it has like a glow, a very subtle glow. So I'm here for it. I'm about to get a massage. I will be seeing my esthetician again sometime next week, maybe Friday or Saturday, I don't remember. So just want to log in now because I'm about to go to this appointment, come out. I'm trying to hit up, I have a pickup order at Target for drive up. I want to go by Trader Joe's, which is like across the street in a parking lot over from where I am right now. Actually, if I went behind this Massage Envy building and just drove straight across, it drives into the Trader Joe's parking lot. So I wanted to go by there, and I wanted to go by Winn-Dixie because Winn-Dixie is having their weekend sale. It's a 3-day sale that will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where they have reduced prices. They had some ground beef, like organic ground beef, that was a decent price. I'm gonna throw in some screenshots. And I think the only other thing I wanted was like some buy one get one free paper plates, because now with Monica and just us eating quick in the house, paper plates have become a thing. My husband hates that. He is not a fan of paper plates, but I think he uses them sometimes too. And a few other things. So I usually try to go to Winn-Dixie either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday to catch those weekend deals, because the same deals that run, what is it, from Wednesday to Tuesday, whatever the grocery special time is. I think it's like the new one starts on Wednesday, yeah, and then it goes all the way through Tuesday, and then that following Wednesday a new sales week starts. So the same sales that you have during the sales week from Wednesday to Tuesday also apply on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But if you go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I usually try to go Friday to beat the crowd because I can go before I go to work, get everything done, then start my day. But if you go Sunday, a lot of times people have already cleared out the specials, the weekend only specials. But either way, I'm gonna try to go. I think paper plates and the beef, I might be saved. The beef, it might be gone. The paper plates, they'll probably have there. So I'm gonna include some little snippets of stuff so y'all get more context to what I'm talking about as far as the weekend sales and that stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to hit up Target first. And then, no, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's first because it's right there. And I really just want to get an orchid and see if they have any of the Christmas Kringles there. Because we ain't keto yet. We're not there yet. We're going to get there one day, someday. Maybe tomorrow. Was this weekend when Annie Live was supposed to be happening? I hope they posted on Hulu because I think I missed it. Unless it's today. I'll Google that when I get off this phone. I need my chapstick. I was thinking about my chapstick while I was driving, and I was like, oh, but I'm driving. But I need some moisturization on the situation. I will say, I'm rushing, so I apologize, y'all. Because I don't want to keep her waiting much longer. Although I told her 3:15 and it's 3:09, so I'm still early. I just hate to keep people waiting. I don't care who you are. Like, my grandma taught me that. Like, if you're going to be late, I'll call the doctor's office and tell them I'm coming late. Although that's easier to do now with voice to text and like my little speaker assistant in the car. I call the doctor's office to tell them I'm late. I call the nail salon to tell them if I'm going to be late. Like, respect people's time. That's something my grandma taught me, too, because she was a nurse. And if you know anything about, like, hospitals and triage and how stuff works, when you have a doctor's appointment, the nurse is the one that's going to take your vitals and do all the stats and do everything before the doctor comes in. So I think that was always something that she taught me because she was impacted by that a lot. Like, call people, let them know. And I think, to me, that's just a, what is the word? It's a respect thing, but it's also a consideration. Like, consider people in their time and be respectful of their time. So yes, I'm still 6 minutes early. I'm gonna get this on, but I was also going to say, as I slow myself down, that with the chemical peel, I have been a little more itchy today, like around my cheeks or around my chin line, on my cheeks, around across my brow, which makes sense to me because she told me those were the areas that she went a little bit heavier with the treatment. I've also felt dryness on my lips. So in addition to, I don't know if the process actually applied to my lips, but I feel dryness, right on the edge of my lip. No, that's not peeling. It looks like a blackhead though. I'm gonna try to leave it alone. I'm not good at that. My husband can tell you that. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. Hopefully I don't forget the places that I want to go after I leave here. I'll probably sit down in the little quiet room and make some mental notes. And by mental notes, I mean in my Google Keep. Which I've been meaning to tell y'all about too. That's a lot of times how I remember things, make my to-do list, is I'll do my little, sorry, I'm trying to block this one, Google Keep list, and then set reminders for myself. That helps me out a whole lot. So I'm gonna finish this for now. As always, Fix It With a Friend, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. Holla at a player when I see you in the streets. Hey y'all, I'm back. I just got out of my massage, which was amazing. Sorry, cleaning off the lens for the sake of, I don't even know. It may not make a difference. So yeah, just got out of my massage. I will say, in the day and time of COVID, it is kind of awkward getting a massage with a mask on. I think my car just went through some things connecting back to my Android Auto. But I was saying, because I don't think this recorded, that it is kind of odd in the day and time of COVID to be getting a massage with a mask on. But I will take that over the alternative of not being able to get a massage. Because it was so needed, like so needed. And I got today what's called a muscle therapy massage. Really, it involves, if they're skilled, like I want to go to somebody who's like been out of their classes for a while, has been out here in the streets doing massages, whether it's from a massage envy or independent, whomever, and really knows what they're doing. Because to have someone who can do a muscle therapy massage, they understand, again, skeletal muscular system, which most masseuses do if they've really studied, gone to school, got the certifications, whatever. But like, if I tell somebody I have bursitis and I have lower back pain, and I tell them like C3, C2, C4, whatever, like, okay, I know what I'm talking about. What does that mean to you when I tell you that? Because I need you to understand, like, there are certain areas that, yes, I really do have pain in, and I really am targeting, and I need the service to reflect that. And I need to come out feeling rejuvenated and all that good stuff, but not just like, oh, with a facial. Like, I really want to come out with my muscles feeling better, feeling looser. I will say today, they haven't really been giving out water, but maybe that's a new thing. Because I was always used to being told, like, after you get your service done, that you really need to, like, hydrate and help your body flush out the toxins. Because another thing about, I made it Trader Joe's that quick. Another thing about, like my nose, getting a massage done is that it's going to work out a lot of different toxins and things, and kind of like, if they're doing this correctly, they're working your system, they're working your lymph nodes, they're like really targeting different areas and all of that, just to help push even like the lactic acid out of your muscles. So you got to hydrate after that. You really have to hydrate, get yourself together, make sure that you're helping your body help itself. And they may not be handing out water or cups of water because of COVID, because, you know, minimize contact, which is fine. because I keep water in my car and water in my system. At least trying to anyway. I drink my water and I mind my business. And life is good. And that's a Rick Ross quote. Yes, life is good. So I'm about to run into this Trader Joe's. I hope they have some unseen orchids, or at least something other than some phals. Not that I'm opposed to phals. I just told myself specifically when I go to look for orchids now, because I have a gang of orchids around the house. Gang. I need to get orchids that are ID'd, orchids that I know are, cultured, have a nomenclature of being identified so that at least I can grow it, and it's kind of like a collector's orchid. It may not be a rare orchid, but I can go to something, tell someone this orchid is a cross of blah blah blah, or this orchid is whatever genus, species. That's the stuff I need to get now. I kind of need to move past just like getting, well, that's a lie. I'm not gonna move past getting the orchid because it's pretty or it speaks to me, because that's why you get your plants, to enjoy them. Let me stop running my mouth because I want to try to get some stuff done before it is dark outside. Bye. Here are some of the flowers that they had at Trader Joe's. These really pretty paper whites. It was a good deal for that with the glass. They had some other flowers with amaryllis and a double rose white amaryllis. I thought those were gorgeous, but I didn't want to pay $15, $16. And then a whole bunch of orchids. But unfortunately, I either felt like these were orchids that I already had something similar in my collection. I didn't want more of the phals. They did have some really neat exotic orchids, but again, they weren't ID'd. So I was trying to stick to my rule that if I got something new, it was either what I was looking for or something identified. Now, these poinsettias almost got me, and I picked them up. I put them in the cart. These were the only two that they had that were this color. But unfortunately, when I looked up at the line, they were all really, really long. So I took these two, put them back, and put my cart back, and then headed out. So yeah, Trader Joe's went hitting on nothing. If I had done this live, y'all would have literally seen me go in, be in there for about a good 5 minutes. I contemplated life's choices of getting these really pretty, like, golden poinsettias. I'm backing out. And I contemplated it. I really did. I was close to getting them. And then I said to myself, how long is the line? And I looked at the line. And every line had at least, like 15, 20 people in it. And then I said, do I want to stand in line for 15, 20 minutes just for 2 poinsettias at Trader Joe's that I could very likely get at Lowe's or Home Depot? I said, Self said, no, you don't, girl. And I put those poinsettias back on the shelf. I don't even think I took a picture of them. I took a picture of like the orchids that they had, because they had some orchids. I can't remember the one that was there. The one, it's not a ground orchid. I wanted to get the kind of orchid that technically does grow in potting soil. I believe it's one of the ones that like Foul Powderell has shared on his channel that's actually blooming right now. I don't think they had those. I can't even remember. I think they might have had some encyclicas. Am I saying that right? I don't know. But yeah, nothing that was going to meet the requirement that I had in mind of something different, and some ID. I don't think they had any ID orchid actually. So I'm going to run now to get my pickup order from Target, and I'll be back. Bye. All right, about to leave Target now. Every time I do a pickup, I realize how sheltered I am of like staying in the house, mostly working from home, and not going out to stores. Because, babe, when I tell you these people are out in these streets right now, I don't think y'all have ever heard me say this, but it's too many people. Because I often think that a lot. When I go outside, given I'm in New Orleans, by and large, outside had been closed. Even when outside was closed, I didn't go out like that. I don't want to be bothered. I stay at home. Usually if I go out, it's because my husband want me to go somewhere. Or we go to like a Pelicans game. We don't really go to the Saints game, which is not problematic for me because those seats are really uncomfortable for me with my different hip, joint, whatever issues. Let me wipe off this phone. It may just be like that too because it's nighttime. Not as much light going on. Again, the sun is going down. I'm actually out in Metairie, Louisiana right now. I'm about to go home, but I did not realize or even think about the fact that it's like a couple weeks before Christmas. These people out in these streets, like everywhere you look, you see people with shopping bags of wrapping paper. And I mean, I can't talk really about that. Like half of what I was getting was Christmas gifts. Like Target had a deal this past weekend, so I'll post this tomorrow so you'll see this, but they had a deal where if you they had a deal that was 4 kids books for $20, $5 a piece, and I didn't do that. Or no, I think if it was you spent $20, you got 1 book for free, so something like that. I don't remember, don't quote me. But what they did today was buy 2 books, get a 3rd book free. So technically it comes out, you end up being like $5 better than I would have been if I did the other sale. So I did that sale. Actually, I forgot to check out, or I hadn't finalized what I wanted to get. So when I went to check out, it was like different sale, but my books were still eligible. So that's what I did. But it was a lot of people. And oftentimes when I go, like I said, I'll go early or I'll go first in the morning on the weekend before people really been up. Same way I would do like when I have shown y'all like the shop with me's when I go to the garden centers. Like I go early. So by the time I hit the regular stores, it's usually like that they've just opened at 9 or 10. I've already been out to all my other spots that open at like 6 or 7. So I'm good to go and I'm ready to go home. When you go out, because right now it's 5 o'clock in the evening, I guess early evening, it's too many people. And no, like I try to exist in New Orleans as if I'm in a small town, not naively, but like I said, going out, putting myself in situations where it's not that many people, because even before COVID, I didn't want to be around a lot of people. With COVID, even when I go to Costco opens at 9. I am in there at 9:05 once the crowd goes in. I wait out the crowd. I say, oh, they all standing out there, they're clustered. It's not always clustered like that. Like sometimes people just choose to congregate themselves, and when they do that, I stay in the car. I get out of the car. I literally take, I have it next to me and I'm not going to do it while I'm driving. I literally take my spray hand sanitizers. I get those from Bath and Body Works. I think I've shown y'all that. I spray down the car, put myself in the car. And when I say spray down the car, it sounds more extreme than it really is. I literally just spray down the handle. I spray the sides and the corners, because if you're a shopper, you realize sometimes when you go to grab your cart, you grab the front corner if you're browsing, shopping, moving, or you grab the side of it. So oftentimes I grab the side when I'm trying to get my car out of somebody's way, which sometimes happens, but not really when you go that early. You get more space. So yeah, I'm going home. I am planning on making tonight some shrimp Alfredo. I'm going to be using some noodles that I got from Winn-Dixie a minute ago on special. So after Hurricane Ida, we lost all of our groceries, all of our freezer items. So I did a couple of shopping trips to kind of restock our deep freezer, restock our freezer, restock our fridge. Now I'm going through the process of cooking down a lot of what is in the fridge and freezer. Part of that is like some of the dry pantry staples that I got, like pasta. Got some Alfredo sauce from Costco that was on special at one point. Pretty sure I have a screenshot of that. I'll drop it in. I know some ladies in the different Costco groups that I'm in asked me to report back on how it is. It's been a minute, but I'm still gonna report back. So that's pretty much the thought. Although we had a late lunch, when my husband got back to the house, he made some chicken teriyaki noodles. So for my Costco people, right now there's the pre-made teriyaki meals that are really, really popular. I think they come with shrimp, but they're in like the meat and prepared meal section. My husband found something else that I was like, oh. Like he came home and it was something I think that he either got out of the freezer section or the refrigerated section, like a mass-produced product. And I was like, babe, that's not what I wanted. But, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. We can try that. It was still really good, but it was actually, udon noodles. And I think or udon. I'm gonna put the picture in so y'all can see it and pronounce it correctly. Yeah, so we had it. It was good. I am starting to rein in my carb craving, so I couldn't really eat as much. And I also didn't want to be like extra full and bloated and have the itis when I went to get my massage. So I didn't eat this much. So I still have some leftovers. So I say that because when I go back, since everybody kind of ate later, I don't know if we're ready to eat like at 5 or 6 like we usually do. So we may decide to just nibble on something else for dinner or do some quick salads. I don't know. But if I do make the Alfredo, I'll try to get some footage of that, loop it in so you know. At this point, I'm going to get off this phone and drive safely and undistracted. But yeah, Target was wild. I'm glad I did drive up and didn't have to go inside. Person came up, dropped stuff in the car. There's one item. I was getting some ducks. I'll include a picture of the duck on this. To, one, give to Monica, because Monica loves some rubber duckies now. And two, supposed to be going on another cruise, and I was going to hide some ducks. Like, if you've never heard, there's a big thing of like cruising ducks. It's not just exclusive to Carnival. Like, a lot of different folks do it on different cruise lines. It started with like, I think, a mother-daughter travel group, and they were going out, and the mom and the daughter wanted to like hide some ducks for the little girl's birthday. She saw people around the ship finding them and being really excited, and it's like all ages, races, ethnicities. Like, when you find the little ducks, it's just something like that childlike nostalgia of finding a little thing like that. And then when you realize that people are hiding them intentionally, my last cruise with my girlfriend, I was literally going around like, I wanted to find a duck on my birthday, and I wrote in the group, it's like, I've been looking around, but I can't find one. So one person dropped me off a little duck keychain. I'll put in a picture of that. Another person told me, like, I've hidden one in the fun shop. And that was kind of really nice, because just getting a hint, because I don't want anybody to just tell me outright where it was. And I went to the fun shops, and it just happened to catch my eye as soon as I walked in. It was like stuck in between some of the shirts that were on sale. Now, I will say, they do say in the rules not to leave things in the shops because they don't want you to look like you're shoplifting. So they say usually any place that's like a retail store, not to leave them there. But I was happy to find that one because it was a Wonder Woman duck and it was so cute. So found that one, and then when I was on my way back to my room, I was looking around because I was always checking, like, especially some of the really common areas, like the elevators, on the elevators, the little fixtures above the elevator doors, and I looked up and I saw a duck sitting. So that was a duck that I legit found myself and was not like hinted, led to, none of that. So it's cool. So I wanted to find some ducks to put on the cruise, and I pray with everything going on with this new variant that my husband and I get to go, because he's been working really hard, been really busy dealing with stuff. He's back in school doing his advanced degree. We need a vacation. So, like, when I went on my previous cruise, the week of my birthday, November 13th, the protocols were there. Everybody tested beforehand. I tested beforehand. I came back. We didn't get any notifications about anybody testing positive. I'm also in some Facebook groups. Nobody in the groups has said anything about anybody testing positive. But I also, like I said, I'm selectively social. So I don't do a lot of the common area things. We played bingo. And we didn't make it to any of the comedy shows, because at the end of the night we'll be like, girl, you tired? I'm tired. Okay, let's just hang out here. Let's go to sleep. And I love traveling with people like that, because it's like, I may get up that morning and say, I want to do this and I want to do that, and then life happens and my body be like, girl, sit down. And I need to sit down. So yeah, it's cool to travel with people that also have that same kind of sentiment. Like, it's about having a good time. It's not, for me, about sticking to any kind of rote schedule, like, let's just vibe with it. Like, where do we go? What are we doing? Where do we find ourselves? So now that it's late, I'm not pressed about going to Winn-Dixie. Like I said, my primary thing is cooking down what we already have. So, like, my husband went to Costco today. He got milk. Milk is the main thing that we go to the grocery store every week for. Especially now that we have it's not really a stockpile, but now that we have just stuff going again for ourselves as far as planning meals and stuff. We're kind of back into a little routine now of pulling something out of the freezer, giving it time to defrost, all that good stuff. So yeah, I hear some sirens going right now. I think the fire truck is going. So let me check out on this. I'm gonna drive home, check in with you later. Back at home now. in the back of the car. I'm gonna be quick with this because I don't want all of the critters and stuff to come try to be in my car. Oh, it's a lizard in my car. See 1 second. Let y'all see him before he runs away. See that little critter right there? Bye. Was in my car, but we got him out. Okay. So this is the stuff that I got, and I'm gonna have to hide this because Monica's gonna try to get at it if she sees it. So this is Little Bear's Big Adventure, which is only at Target, and is a story to empower all little explorers. This other one that I was in love with and is even more gorgeous than it looked online, called Dream Big, another book that's exclusively at Target. And my other books are supposed to come from online. So here are the little rubber duckies I was telling y'all about. This is actually a eight bath squirts kit of farm animals, but there is a duck in here, so I got this for Monica to have. So I was talking about the ones that I got to give away on my cruise. This is those. Unfortunately, I ordered 3 packs and they only had 2, so I'm still gonna give Monica one of these and then I'll give the other one away. And also for Monica, notice the theme here is this bubble bath, because it's $3.99 here and it was like really expensive on Amazon. So yeah, the first time in a very long time that I found something for a cheaper price at Target that wasn't on special. This is just regular $3.99 everyday price. So I'll probably have this saved as a favorite at Target. They gave me some kind of sample I saw in this bag. A sample of some red meal oatmeal. I do like red meal products. I've had them before in the past. And this right here is something I got for myself. A little sweater, and it says beauty in every shade. I got an extra large because I want it to be slouchy and loungy and loose. And then they have the pants that also coordinate with it. Beauty in every shade. So there's also some other pieces that I'm going to be ordering from Target that are only available online. So yeah, I'm going to get this together. Hopefully not get bit up by too many mosquitoes and run into the house. See y'all later. So I just took a couple of pictures of myself lounging around and trying on this one sweatsuit outfit that I got, or jogger outfit. The top is really comfortable, and then taking some close-ups of my skin so you can see how it's doing after the chemical peel. So here we go. All right, y'all. It's me again, and I'm back. Woo. So it's been a long day, a long weekend. I'm up in my chill space, just sitting because I'm about to do my nails, because I was washing Monica's hair. I lost this nail. I broke this nail. Mom life. And I lost this nail. Not really so much the washing of her hair, but the battle of getting her to comply, which did not work out. So she has 4 little ponytail puffs. That will probably be her hairstyle tomorrow. Got some product buildup right now on my hair. Anyway, so after the Target run, after the massage and all that, came home, cooked dinner. Usually we have dinner around like 5 or 6. So we didn't have dinner until like 7:30. Maybe close. No, yeah, it was after 7. Because we had a late lunch, and then everybody was still kind of full from the late lunch. And I went back and forth about whether I was going to cook at all. And I said, let me just cook something, and then worst case scenario, have some leftovers for lunch. So I ate, Monica ate, enjoyed it. Randomly made some shrimp Alfredo. I am not sure if this will be stitched in together with it, or if it will be in a video that's a part of the series or something else. So at some point, if you see a video with shrimp Alfredo, then that is the meal that I made. Got some noodles and shrimp that were from Winn-Dixie. Had some Alfredo that was from Costco. Wasn't really a fan of the Alfredo. I'll stitch in a picture of it. Like, it just didn't do it for now. The context to this is that we being my husband, when we were getting Home Chef, we still get Home Chef, but we kind of paused it for a while to cook down what we have, like I said a couple of videos ago. Got a really good recipe, or some step-by-steps for making Alfredo sauce from scratch. I have not enjoyed a pre-made Alfredo sauce pretty much in life in general. I'm pretty particular about Alfredo, and I know what I like. And I've had friends that were chefs and things, and I've worked at, like when I was at Carolina in undergrad, I was a concierge or maitre d' or whatever it was, like a guest a guest greeter, our hostess at our alumni association restaurant. And when I worked there, oh my gosh, the chef, well, I think his last name was also Henry, would make me shrimp Alfredo from scratch, even if it wasn't on the menu. Like, I gained a lot of weight in that Alfredo. So I'm trying not to have pasta as much. Enjoying these last days before going hardcore. Probably still dirty keto after the new year. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm thinking about that. I'm going to have some leftovers for tomorrow. Work week is starting, so it will probably be a busy week. Yeah, but on the chemical peel note, my face is still not peeling. I feel some rough parts down here, and I had that spot earlier where I feel something trying to come out. You may not be able to see that well in here because, like, the lighting isn't whatever. But I don't know what's happening with that. And I have to stitch in a picture of that, like the little esthetician tools where it's like a little loop or a hook. Sometimes they're flat, sometimes they're rounded, or you can use it and press it against your skin to get the blackhead or the whitehead to come out. So I may do that, just because otherwise I'm gonna keep brushing over it, and that's not good. Because I feel like it's starting to get irritated. But where I feel some roughness here, honestly, could just be a chin hair that's starting to grow out because these hormones do what they want to do. So we'll see what tomorrow is like. I'm wondering too if what she did was so light that I'm not going to have like shedding of skin. But I think I am. Like, this first day, 2 days, because it is Sunday and the peel was done on Friday. So I'm not going to be too naively optimistic to be like, oh, it's just not gonna happen to me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start seeing like me over here looking like something off of, I don't know, some scary Halloween movie. I won't even name a name. I need to water some plants around the house. I have some orchids that are soaking that need to come out, but yeah, after this I'm just gonna sit down, fix these nails. I do like the benefit of using dip nails, just that I can dip them, be done, go to sleep. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'll check in with y'all tomorrow. I'm still gonna wake up in the morning and do my facial stuff, see if anything is happening with any peeling, and give y'all an update. So I'll check in with you later. Wait, this wraps up my day too. So Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. As always, I want to leave you with the reminder that it's my belief that God has truly given us all gifts and talents that can solve some problem that exists in the world. And while we may not be able to fix everything, I believe and want to remind and encourage you to remember that we can all fix something. So till next time, I pray that you would find that thing and fix it. Bye, y'all. Check in with you.